What's going on, guys? Got another knife review here for you. This is of the Emerson P-Tac, the Persian Tactical. Those of you guys who have followed my channel for some time know that I reviewed the Benchmade 860 Bedlam a while back, and I really enjoyed that knife. I think I actually own two or three. Have since sold them off. Mainly they were extremely heavy. And I guess the main reason is I was wanting to eventually get one of these. I wanted the spring for this Persian Tactical, and I don't know. I mean, I really liked the Benchmade version, but for some reason, this one just kind of called out to me a little bit more. Maybe just because I was a little partial to Emerson and all that kind of stuff. But this one did come up on the USN. Came blinged out with that Federal bullet cap. 45 caliber one, and then also with this steel flame Bushido pocket clip. So kind of nice that these were just kind of thrown into the deal. So but yeah, this is a 2011 version with the stonewash or satin finished blade here. Got your standard Emerson specs with G10 titanium locking liner, the non-ferric stainless steel on the other side, and then it's a 4.1 inch blade, so a very long sweeping belly on this blade to this extremely fine tip. This has got to be the sharpest tip that I've ever experienced on a blade, sharper than the military, paramilitary Spydercos and all that kind of stuff. And that allows, you got this straight, relatively straight, but kind of ever so slightly sweeping spine here, and it allows for really deep penetrating cuts. I stabbed one like bulletin board, and it kind of it went straight through effortlessly. So this tip is strong. It's just going to go through anything that you puncture with it. Yeah, I mean, pretty much everything, standard Emerson details, but just with this, ergonomics and all that kind of stuff, this knife, it feels incredible. With the Benchmade Bedlam, if I recall correctly, it had like curves and all that kind of stuff on here, and your hand had to, sit in it correctly for it to be comfortable, and it was heavy. It had the kind of the textured G10 and all that kind of stuff. This one, you got the standard, it's not actually that rough. 2011, it's not like my 2012, it's really grippy G10. This one, it just allows for good grip, but allows for your hand to just lock in pretty well. It's got jimping on the underside right here in the back, as well as on the top, as well as little jimping on the liner lock right here as well. So in forward grip or reverse grip, extremely comfortable. I mean, this is just the definition of a tactical blade. For those of you that, most of you who watch my channel, you guys know Emerson knives. This is my new Emerson CQC 15. I couldn't go without having this back in my collection. I sold both my mini and my other the real satin finished CQC 15, so this one came up as well, so I had to get this one. But again, standard Emerson, you guys know that most of the knives, save for a handful of them, have this wave feature where you can pull it out of your pocket, and just for immediate deployment and all that kind of stuff. That's what makes Emerson's so incredibly tactical. The Persian, actually, with its standard thumb disc, it doesn't wave, which is kind of a bummer, and so when you pull it out, this is meant to be a tactical blade, so it didn't make sense why this wouldn't have a wave feature on it. But this is kind of getting off topic a little bit, but I guess for this knife it makes a lot of sense. This Federal, when you put a bullet bead, or at least for this one, it rides a little bit higher on here, this serves as a wave feature for this knife. So when you pull this out of the pocket, it catches right here, or maybe along the width of this bullet, because it's slightly the radius or diameter of this thumb disc is larger than the original thumb disc. So it catches on your pocket, and then it just waves out like this. So the cool thing is that you can make the P-Tac Persian Tactical a waveable knife. So it really makes for kind of the ultimate tactical folder, you know, as a stabber or as a slasher, slicer, and that kind of stuff. A great blade, very capable blade. And, you know, on the saber grind as well, it's not extremely high up, cut up here, you know, so it allows for a lot of strength in the blade to be retained. You see how the spine of the blade thickness is pretty much retained almost to the tip. You know, once you get to the tip, you have to have that fine piercing, but it's thick enough where, you know, unless you're prying, most likely it's not going to break on you. You know, so just a really cool feature of Emerson grinds and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, if you're in the market to get a Persian Tactical, do it and put one of these Federal bullet caps on here, because that allows it to wave out, and that's just a pretty awesome feature now for this blade. You know, overall, just sitting in your pocket, it's got a very slim profile compared to these other knives here. Quick knife comparison, size comparison here for you. Overall length of this knife is 9.6 inches, so it's a pretty long knife. Actually, the military is about as long as that titanium hinder right here, 4-inch hinder. This is slightly shorter. Farid Mer with the monster 4.6-inch blade is obviously going to be a longer knife here, and then your Sebenza obviously sits pretty small against the Persian right here. Alright, so overall, Emerson Persian, I definitely prefer this one over the 860 Bedlam. Again, don't know if that's just because I'm partial to Emerson, but just ergonomically and just the way that they executed this Persian, I think is somewhat better than the 860 Bedlam. All right, so that's my quick review on the Emerson Persian. Just a phenomenal tactical knife, especially with this bullet cap on there, so that you can wave it out. All right, guys, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Guys, appreciate you watching my videos, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.